Alright everyone, and welcome to the next part of Arcane Archives. I thought it was called Arcane Archives. Because her name. But anyway, let's go. I'm curious why her eyes turn green. I follow Arcana inside the library. She is still in what seems to be a fugue state. Identification confirmed. After arriving at the entrance of her workspace, Arcana casually verifies her identity and opens the door. She approaches the wall covered in covered in what? I guess photos, because it says photo here. As Arcana flips over a photo. What the? The entire bookshelf moves to the side, revealing an old but sturdy looking door. Death. Rebirth. New beginning. Arcana disappears beyond the door. I follow her through the door. As I pass into the dark hallway, a reading room. Inside, there is a reading room which appears even older than those found in the library. Arcana stands in the middle, the same blank expression on her face. Arcana? Are you okay? You're so dizzy. Wait a moment. Once she has gotten a hold of herself, Arcana lifts her head. Well, her face. Okay. I'm fine now. This was a pretty severe episode. Worse than the others. Do you think you've regained your memory? Maybe. Maybe. Well, it's true that I now remember things that I couldn't before. I can't say for certain whether it's everything. But it probably is, right? I'm not sure about that. Anyways. Arcana frantically looks around the surroundings. How did you get in here? I just followed you. Oh. Arcana grabs my hand and starts walking back the way we came in. We can't be here. It only leads to trouble. Hurry and get out. I'll explain late. Uh-oh. Footsteps echo from the other side of the hallway. Already? Oh no, we're too late. What should I do? Arcana grabs me by the arms and looks me in the eye. Listen carefully. Let me handle this. Just stay quiet. Don't say anything and stay still. Understand? What in the world is Do you understand? Okay. Just gotta calm down. Arcana steps in front of me as if to protect me. Meanwhile, the individual responsible for the collecting footsteps emerges. Oh, the girls! It's the assassins! Speaking of assassins.
盗むべきものがたくさんありそうだ。装填しよう。夜の訪れを待っている。
はいはい、注射の時間ですよ。もう痛くないですね。
怪盗ファントム、今宵君のもとに参上する。
前方の敵機に一斉射撃。勝ちましたね。指揮官はお怪我などございませんか？
日が昇る前に片付けよう。
敵の視線をこちらに誘導します。飛んでいけ。
怪盗ファントム、予告通り勝利をもたらした。
Hello, it's been a while. Wow, I've never seen you dress so casually, Dee. It really suits you. You've got quite a nice figure. Although Arcana is maintaining a neutral expression while greeting D and K. Her legs are trembling like twigs. Arcana? Shh. Arcana, it's okay. What do you mean? We're in serious trouble here. Do you have any idea how dangerous these people are? Grab Arcana's wrist, pull her back, and then step forward. Listen to what I'm telling you. Arcana is grabbing me by the pants and yanking me backwards. By the pants! You're gonna get yourself killed. They're gonna knock your block off. Wait, what is this? What are you doing here? Honey? Arcana promptly stops yanking me backwards and bolts upright. Honey? Are you two an item? No, that's not... It's complicated. Complicated? We were on a mission but dropped everything because we got an intruder alert. I never imagined. It'd be you, honey. I shouldn't have come here. It's unfortunate that it has to end this way, especially since we had some good times in the past. Huh. D and K each put their hand on their ear as if receiving a communication. Stand down. Call off termination? Termination? Do you mean to tell me I just nearly got offed? Correct. What utter nonsense. Did you hear the orders? Yes. Situation all clear. Resuming previous mission. I'll let you do the explaining. As Dee passes by, she stops for a moment and leans in close to my ear. Honey, if you consult the materials in this place, perhaps the crown upon your head won't weigh so heavily. What the? What did she think I was sitting around twiddling my thumbs before this? I was in the middle of a mission too. I had finally managed to infiltrate another location, which was no small feat. But I had to drop everything in order to come running over here. Okay. What? An explanation, please? Ah, if it weren't for that order, I would just leave. This is a top secret facility where any unauthorized intruders are liable to get their head lopped off. Arcana is the administrator, and she's the only one who can enter this place. That is, until now, you were just granted authorization. And what does that mean? I'm assuming that means I'm okay. You can read the information contained here, or whatever else you want. You can live in here for all I care. What exactly is this place? Momentarily at a loss for words, Keisu comes back to her senses. Before I say anything more, I want to know something. When you came in here, did you have any idea what kind of place this was? Isn't it a library? My coming here was more accidental than anything, honestly. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. I'm not angry. I was just reflecting back on my life. What? Why now? Why? Because the same action has led to different results. I'm not in the mood to explain this to you. I don't know the specifics about this place myself, so I'll leave the explanations to Arcana. I've gotta go. Good grief, what is it now? Kay once again touches her ear and grimaces. It's a message from I. She says to check your phone. My phone? Upon taking out my phone, I see there's a message. Always act in a tactical manner. What?
"作戦通りに行います」「弾を入れて」「はい、敵の視線をこちらに誘導します」「飛んでいけ」
装填しよう。
全力で、もっと全力で力が湧いてくる。
リロード。
ひとまず潜伏します。我々の勝利です。一生懸命やった甲斐がありました。
Soon after Kate leaves, Arcane exhales in relief and plops to the ground. My goodness. I think I just shaved 10 years of my life. Thank you. What are you so surprised for? I didn't expect you to be thanking me. You tried to protect me back there. You haven't done anything wrong. You're just trying to help me and got mixed up in all this as a result. You should hardly have to die because of that. I see. Thank you. You're making me uncomfortable. I just did what needed to be done. How the heck do you know members of Bruges Siege anyway? Are you a... Yes, I'm a... An assassin? You do seem to be the type, I guess. I'm a commander, I've already told you that. I've told you that already, come on. Oh, right. Hold on. What's a commander from the Ark doing fraternizing with NIKKEs from Verilius Siege? That makes it even weirder. Yes, yes. I have my own harem. It is very confusing. It does? Yes. Usually, anyone who crosses paths with them doesn't live to tell the tale. After all, they were apparently planning to bump you off initially. Don't remind me? How do you know D&K? This is library. Oh, this library. Or this precise location, rather. Arcane points to the ground. Verilius Siege handles security for the top secret archive. As such, I've had the pleasure of running into them a handful of times. I see. In an attempt to lighten the suddenly dour mood, I changed the subject. Can you tell me more about your memory coming back? Well, before I opened the door, I remember mumbling something. Yeah, death and rebirth, stuff like that. Yes, those words act like triggers, kind of like a form of self-suggestion. Whenever I come here to work, I recite those words, and voila! I remember everything that's happened in here. It's super convenient. Sure, the fact that I regained those memories means I have to get them wiped again once I'm done working, but that's not such a big deal. That works. It sure does. Since I'm a NIKKE. This time was an exception to the rule, both me losing all my memory and then regaining it all. Normally, I don't experience any major issues like that. You did this time. Arcane pulls out a not entirely convincing innocent smile, then approaches me and links her arm with mine. Wait, what? Let's go. Go where? Didn't you hear Kay? I have to give you an explanation, don't I? I'll give you a tour of the library. We return back to the antique reading room I had briefly seen before. This is the top secret archive I was telling you about. It may sound intimidating, but as you can see, it's a little more than a rundown room of books. Is this where classified records are stored? Yes, if I were to put it simply, you could call this an archive of forbidden books. Kinda like in fantasy novels, when they've got places where they keep dangerous and forbidden knowledge or magic. Although there isn't any forbidden magic here. Then what is in here? Top secret records, which are very dangerous. Arcana, keeping her arm locked with mine, starts walking further inside the reading room. It looks similar to the grand reading room in the library, doesn't it? This is the original reading room when the Arc Library was first built. Over the years, the library has undergone numerous expansions and become what you see now. Meanwhile, this old reading room was reconfigured into a forbidden library. The most important part of my job is... Oh, forbidden library. I like that. That's what I'm going to call this place from now on. Anyway, my job is to oversee this place. Since everything in here is highly classified information which cannot leave this room under any circumstances, I therefore have to get my memories wiped after working, as the same for Phantom and Label with their jobs. But it's particularly intense for you, a daily occurrence from what I gather. Yes, at least. At least? I once had my memory wiped more than 10 times in a single day. For a while there, it negatively affected my work, and things started piling up. But it wasn't because I was slacking off, promise. You got a strange look on your face. Was it something I said? Are you okay? With what? Getting your memory wiped that often. Oh, that. Of course I don't enjoy it. What a silly question. Do you know how annoying it is to shuttle back and forth to Legend's headquarters all the time? On top of that, I have to make the trip right after work. I've been asking them to place a memory wipe device in my room or somewhere close, but they shot that idea down quick, said it'd be too difficult to maintain the machine that way. Our boss is a good person, but she's a bit stuck in her ways. What's so funny? Nothing, I'm just thinking about what a good person you are. I'm simply doing what's expected of me. The work I do isn't exceptionally painful or difficult. Arcana playfully pokes my cheek. So why don't you turn that frown upside down for me? Okay. Good boy. Whoa. Good boy. Now look here. Now then. Arcana reaches out her hand. What do you say we continue with our tour?
Sentou開始。
まだ盗むべきものがたくさんあるね。
はい、敵の視線をこちらに誘導します。飛んでいけ。もう少し戦います。
全力でもっと全力で力が湧いてくる。
夜の訪れを待っている。
リロードフォロー。破壊確認。
我々の勝利です。一生懸命やった甲斐がありました。
Arcana and I make our way down the hallway connected to the reading room. Rows of old bookshelves stretch on seemingly infinitively. There's so much here. There certainly is. Even so, the library is going to undergo another expansion soon. And this time, it's not too large, the area accessible to the public, but rather to make the Forbidden Library bigger. It makes you wonder why there's so much to hide. You say that, but from looking at the labels on the bookshelves, the contents contained here seem to be harmless records of human history rather than sensitive classified information. World history, pop music, film. Is this the kind of information that really has to be kept secret? Below one of the labels, which is marked theater, there's a piece of paper affixed to the bookshelf which reads, "Not for me. Secrets must be protected." It's kind of like our squad's motto. Doesn't it kind of go without saying that secrets should be protected? Well, yes, but the emphasis is on just how necessary it is. I see. These books are valuable pieces of human history. I think. What I just read. No, I was correct. Okay. When you have something of such immense value, what do you think is the best way to protect it? Let no one know of its existence. Precisely. No one will steal them or desecrate them if they don't know they exist. Kind of ironic when you think about it. Very much so. Although, our founder saw things a bit differently. Founder? The man who both created the bestseller squad and entrusted us with overseeing the library. I heard he retired from his previous line of work and went on to become the library director. What about now? Now, I guess you'd say the position is vacant. At the moment, our squad oversees everything here. The founder stepped away a long time ago. What kind of person was he? I don't know. You don't have to look at me like that. The reason I don't know is because I never met him. Really? Of course not. He was around during the time of Operation Arc Guardian. I've been in the squad for a while, but not that long. Sorry, I thought you would have been here from the start. I'm not that old, you know. I'm the 17th one. 17th what? Manager of this forbidden library. What happened to the previous managers? Do you remember what the doctor said before? The whole mind switch thing. We call this a mind switch. There you go, making that face again. Shouldn't have said anything. I know I keep asking you this, but are you sure you're okay? Okay, fine. This time I won't change the subject and ramble about the Okay, I kind of lost that right now. What'd I miss again? Oh, this. Okay, fine. This time I won't change the subject and ramble about the commute. Of course I'm not okay. It's my memories that make me who I am. Even if it doesn't go as far as a full-blown mind switch, and still like a part of me is dying with every passing day. It's not as if I'm losing all my memories, but I am losing some of them, and part of me goes with it. Nevertheless, this is a job which must be done. Is protecting this information really that important? Rather than your own life? Yes. Far more important than the life of an ordinary NIKKE like myself. Come this way. Arcane moves deeper into the reading room. The secrets contained in this place need to be kept safe. Well, if it's like the secrets of human history, I feel like that's not something worth doing all this about. Do you know from what? People with bad intentions? No, really a sage fulfills the role. Then what? From Oblivion. These books contain records of a past which no longer exists. If the information contained within these tomes is forgotten, then the past world they describe dies along with them. As long as they are not forgotten, they are immortal. So long as at least one person remembers them, they will live on. As we walk, the books sitting on the shelves gradually become visibly older. The musty smell of vintage books thickens in the hushed, forbidden library. Personally, I find it somewhat odd myself. If they're so desperate to protect this place, there shouldn't be a need for someone like me. If they sealed this place up and kept it out of sight and out of mind, wouldn't that be easier? Technically, yes. It most definitely would. You're right. Normally, that's how it would be done. Exactly. But Gina opens the old wooden door at the end of the passageway. A secret can only exist when at least someone knows about it. Behind the door is a small room, half of which is taken up by 2 bookshelves. The ever-present scent of books lingers in the air. Arcane walks into the middle of the room and turns back to look at me. Do you think there are things in this world that no one knows about? If absolutely no one knows about something, then it can't be a secret. It couldn't possibly be contained within a memory or written record. It wouldn't be anything. It wouldn't, by our definition, exist. Our founder could never leave these records to such fate. Nor could I. Or my predecessors, who similarly shouldered this duty. At the very least, they must not be forgotten. Arcana takes back a step to reveal a handwritten label on the bookshelf. The writing reads, Goddess Squad. Oh, the Goddess Squad! Oh, the Goddess Squad!
戦闘開始。弾を入れて。
装填しよう。
はい。敵の視線をこ
闇
ちら
が
に誘導
私たちを
します。
包むだろう。
もう少し戦います。リロード。再整備いたします。
全力でもっと全力で力が湧いてくる。
戦闘終了。
Goddess Squad. The books in this room are written by none other than the founder herself. The entire history of the Goddess Squad is recorded here. From when they were first formed, all the way to Operation Arc Guardian. Arcana takes out a book from the top shelf. All the information has been collected and neatly organized. I'm sure you'll be surprised to see there's more to the Goddess Squad than you thought. None of these books can be taken from here, but you're free to stay here and read at your leisure. What about after? Excuse me? Are there no records about what happened after Operation Arc Guardian? There are, but they're all outside and publicly available. Because all the records covering the events after the operation were done by us. I see. I briefly scanned through the book Arcana hands me. You're right. This is entirely different from the story I was told. What have you heard? Only bits and pieces via word of mouth. Ah, I see. Anyways, as you might know, We don't have detailed information on the goddess squad's exploits, nor their specific members. But it's not as if their existence is being hidden. Why would that be? I don't know. Why? It wasn't a rhetorical question, I was generally asking. Thought since it was related to politics, you might know. Not to mention that you've had the good fortune of speaking to a goddess. Sorry, but I don't know. I suppose it's not such a big deal anyway. Arcane carefully brushes some dust off the bookshelf. Something tells me she doesn't believe my assertions that I don't know anything. And as long as we're keeping a watchful eye over them. Indeed. Ah, and there's more covered here than just the goddess squad. Arcane takes out a book from the bookshelf beside her. There's a record of everyone who risked their life fighting for humankind. All the way from the first Rapture invasion to Operation Arc Guardian. Arcane hands me the book, and I open it. Daniel Carter, age 23. His life is recorded in volume 17, page 229. Stayed behind alone to operate the machine gun and provide cover for his squad's retreat. Shot once in the upper left arm, twice in abdomen, he continued firing until his death. With honor and gratitude for your sacrifice. Sarah Bradley volunteered to become a NIKKE age 16. Her life is recorded in volume 42, page 35. Participated in Operation Arc Guardian, after which whereabouts are unknown. Insufficient information regarding potential final moments. Supplemental information will be provided if discovered. With honor and gratitude for your sacrifice. Chikara's age 38. Went missing during the Arc evacuation operation. Insufficient information on his life and final moments. Supplemental information will be provided if discovered. With honor and gratitude for your sacrifice. On the next page, and the page after that, line after line of lauderated text appears, seemingly never-ending. With honor and gratitude for your sacrifice. With honor and gratitude for your sacrifice. For your sacrifice. What do you think? Isn't this worth risking my life for? Not really, no. This could be public knowledge. Like, it doesn't need to be a secret. Well, you can answer that, not me. You truly are a good person. For all these years, I've been trying my best to keep this information safe. It's nice to have someone else here to remember both it and these people with me. As far as I know, there are only a total of 10 or so people who know about this. And now you're one of them. So you must help me watch over these records. I will. After all, I am personally familiar with the goddess squad. Why do you keep pretending as if you know them? Are you their commander? Well, no, but... Actually, wait a moment. I reopened the first book that Arcana gave me, the one covering the goddess squad. After checking and double-checking the table of contents, along with the rest of the book, I'm unable to turn up any information as to who was the commander of the goddess squad. There is no mention of the squad's commander anywhere. The individual in question requests his name be redacted. He asserts that he did not deserve to have his name written alongside the NIKKE's. After that, however, we recorded the names of all the commanders. Some of the more notable ones are Mad Dog and New Hope. Her predecessor. There's also a commander who has recently been making a name for himself. He's the commander of the Special Force Counters. You mean me! You know the Counters? Of course I know. They're my favorite squad. Aren't they now? Absolutely. I'll show you. Come this way. Just a second. As I move to put the book back on the bookshelf, a piece of paper falls out from between the pages. A note. The paper has yellowed from age. On it, there is written a single line. All stories end beautifully. Not necessarily, but I kind of get it. And we'll finish the next part of the next one. But until then,